out to me the most.
That's awesome. You know, right now, I just want to take a moment to thank every teacher out there. You guys are doing incredible work.
Definitely. Thank you so much. And it really must be a challenge these days, especially to keep kids engaged.
Absolutely. Well, we found one teacher that tapped into his and his students' love for NBA 2K to find some motivation. This is a really cool story. Take a look. Welcome, Tyler, to 2K TV.
What's good, LB? How you doing?
I'm doing great. So you are a teacher, and you had some pretty cool curriculum involving NBA 2K badges. Tell the fans about that.
I recently started a new program with my students where I create badges for them, and according to whatever they achieve, I'll administer that badge to them.
So what's an example of one of the badges? Like what would Relentless Finisher be, for example?
For my students, if they complete all their homework and turn it in before the end of the quarter, then they'll receive that badge. If you turn everything on time, then you'll have consistent finisher. And if you participate and create a positive learning environment, then you'll be a space creator. The biggest badge at the end of the journey is the MVP. And it's a pretty close race right now in my class. We got into Giannis and LeBron type MVP race right now. So
awesome.
Whoever gets the most badges will probably get Uber Eats delivered to them or a gift card.
With everything you're doing with the NBA 2K badges in your curriculum, how has that allowed you to share a bond with your students?
Like my students, I come from Chicago and graduated from a CPS high school. Being culturally relevant in the classroom is so vital now, given this time during quarantine, and I wanted to make sure that they felt that they had a sense of agency in the classroom. So giving them these badges kind of allows them to take that initiative to be successful in the classroom. And we can share that experience of loving 2K and basketball together.
So how long have you been playing it?
And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get ready. But once they take the floor, they're one single unit. Downtown Phoenix on a bright and sunny day as we come to you from Arizona. It's live coverage of the NBA on Monday night. Thank you for joining us here on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg with David Aldridge on our sideline. Hey, Dave.
Well, Kevin, even though starters are important, those great sixth men have been the key to so many championship teams. Think about the likes of Andre Iguodala, Manu Ginobili, Lamar Odom. And still, with some, there's a stigma to coming off the bench. Iguodala said it's ingrained early, but in particular, he said, in the NBA, it's I need to get paid like a starter. Guys, that's a sacrifice that not many are willing to line up for.
David Aldridge, thank you. Now, the opening lineup for the New Orleans Pelicans. Zion is the 4, with Favors at the 5. Bledsoe is out there with Hart, and it's Ingram in at the 3. And for Phoenix, Booker and Bridges are the wings. Ayton is out there with Mr. Incredible, and it's Paul in at the point. Fans can be impatient, Greg, especially for the fans of teams that are slow to start a season.
And Kevin, the media as well.
Right.
Play New York, and you know, in that time, you go big or you get talked about, no doubt about it. But with the way things have evolved now, and every team is a national team because every game's televised, it's starting to happen more in some of those smaller markets as well. It's just a harsh reality of pro sports.
I think the three-point shot is one of Paul's deadliest weapons. You got to chase him off the line.
Pass to Favors. Ingram outside. And here is Paul. Won the game against Sacramento. Very impressive. Basket counts. Paul's got 5 points so far.
This is why I love his game. You really have to admire his tenacity.
Ingram deciding where to go with it. Ingram can't get that one to fall. Quick start for the Suns in this one. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger, and we really saw it play out on the offensive end.
And, you know, confidence is key there. They seem to play with a ton of it, especially on the offensive end.
Now here's Booker. Brian Williamson unable to get his last shot to go. And Chris Paul the bucket on the assist by Booker. 8 points for him.
That is the quick decision-making of Chris Paul. Doesn't take a single dribble, just sees it and hits it.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Near the three-point line, it's Bledsoe. And again, New Orleans has no luck.
Boy, they are frigid right now. I mean, failing to connect on their first 4 attempts.
Bridges passes to Paul. Takes a three. That shot, no good. So the Pelicans will take it the other way. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
Well, I felt like they were never on the same page defensively in that one. Gave up way too many easy shots.
And, you know, that's all about effort, and I'm sure their coach let them have it for the lack thereof.
And it's the Suns with the ball. Brian Williamson unable to get his last shot to go. He gets it in there.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
That first time out of the game called for New Orleans, and going against Phoenix, their first meeting of the season.
The game is the first of a 3-game season series for these clubs, both looking to take round 1.
First time you face a team in the season, that's when you're looking to take that mental advantage. Demonstrate you're better. And that could make it easier down the road.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Bridges against Ingram. Trying to get something going, and the layup is up and in.
Yeah, you know, he's slight of build, lanky and long and athletic, but he still finishes through contact, and he's not afraid to go in there and take the hit either.
Now here's Booker. He also had a big impact in that win against the Kings. Bledsoe. Phoenix grabs the miss, and Eric Bledsoe, a special kind of athlete.
And 3 separate knee surgeries in the rear view, but still so fast, his teammates call him Ferrari. The way he's built, a muscle car might be more accurate.
Here is Bledsoe, following the basket by Chris Paul. Ingram finds Bledsoe. New Orleans moving it around. Favors passes to Ingram. Misses it off the right side of the rim.
You know, he just has not been himself this period. Just too inconsistent up and down at the offensive end.
It's really unbelievable. At 7 feet, 250 pounds, Ayton puts the ball on the floor, gets the angle, and draws the contact.
First trip to the line for him here. 2 shots. The first free throw is good. Ayton hits them both.
And you see the raw talent Ayton has. An intimidating big man with a high ceiling and a desire to grow.
And the dunk by Williamson.
And this is what we came to see, right? Go ahead, Sion. Do your thing on the alley-oop.
Suns leading by 10. Puts it up from 15. Here's Mr. Incredible. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game. Well, it was something you could feel was on the verge of happening, Greg. But tonight's game is the game that Junior steps into the starting lineup.
It didn't make sense for Junior to come off the bench anymore. He's too large a part of what this team does on both ends. Junior's earned his right to start.
And the dunk by Williamson.
you know, when you give Bledsoe a passing lane, he takes advantage of it, especially in these screen and rolls.
Booker looking around. That's to Ayton. And that one, good.
Excellent all-around performance so far against the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Now here's Bledsoe. 12 points his last outing. And he converts the layup.
Bledsoe knows he has the speed and ball handling ability to carve up his opponent, so he goes at it with great confidence.
Pass to Ayton. Good D by Williamson. Pelicans trail by 10. Ingram kicks to Hart. Now the pass to Favors. Kicks it out to Williamson. Shot clock at 5. Ingram against Bridges, and it's Ingram missing.
He's having a tough quarter scoring the basketball, able to help them close this gap.
Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Bledsoe against Paul. No one near Williamson as he lets it go. And again, no good by New Orleans. Here's Mr. Incredible. A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this game.
There's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys are, but look at the Grizzlies. I think they got two terrific ones. Ja Morant has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clark probably surprised some people with his ability to have an impact. And if you look at this past draft, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size and length who was a perimeter player until he had a growth spurt. So those are the types of players that I think when you combine athleticism and skill with the way the court is spaced, man, can have a tremendous impact in this game.
Johnson, that's for 2. It's rebounded by Hayes.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the deep.
Ingram, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And there's the foul against Phoenix.
Love how Ingram.
Ayton's checked in for Aaron Baines. Mr. Incredible comes in for Cobb. Mikal Bridges checked in for Johnson. And Paul subbed in for Jamal Crawford. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Derek Favors checked in for Hayes. Zion Williamson comes in for Nicolo Mellon. Josh Hart, he's checked in for Lonzo Ball. Eric Bledsoe is subbed in for George Hill.
Well, he's cooking with grease. He's got things flaming up, looking for an opportunity every time down the floor when he's that hot.
Booker and Bridges are the wing. Mr. Incredible is out there with Ayton. And it's Paul in at the point guard. Who's out there for Phoenix. Pass it to Ayton. Shoots from the right block. And he can't bank that one in. Here's Bledsoe. And Bledsoe with the stop.
And when the break is on now, Bledsoe with that outstanding speed, really good at pushing the pace.
Paul passes to Ayton. That one, no good. Great D that time from Favors. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The NBA continues to build international academies to develop prospects from other countries. Already, academy graduates are playing Division I college basketball. Before long, NBA players should start emerging from that pipeline. The league continues to reach out to find overlooked youngsters who have a gift and give them the opportunity. Guys?
Outstanding, David. Thank you.
Look at the big man move. Fantastic work from Favors getting after it on the tape.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Phoenix.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
Yeah, they're showing some muscle also in the first half as well, and getting a lot of their points in the paint. Really like the balance they've shown.
And it's sent back by Bledsoe.
Boy, that was well done by Bledsoe there. Nice timing on that block.
Booker finds Bridges. No good from the wing. And so it's Williamson who brings up the ball for New Orleans. Defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Paul passes to Mr. Incredible. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Mr. Incredible's got 5.
You know, this is why they trust Paul to run the offense. I mean, he's so good at getting the ball to guys on time and on target.
Bledsoe against Bridges. Count the basket. Bledsoe's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Well, it was a slow start. They've gone from simmer to medium heat, and they're bordering on hot to close this gap.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Some solid D from Paul.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Guys, that's been the key to their lead. I mean, simply put, the effort they've displayed on the glass has been the difference.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. Greg, as a point guard, you must have had so much fun being surrounded by so much terrific talent at UNLV.
You know, Larry Johnson, Stacey Augmon, I mean, I could go on. And you're right, I was blessed to play alongside these guys. They were incredible talents, finishers. And, you know, you don't always appreciate it going through that moment, but the fact that we're all still close and stay in contact, man, what an awesome experience to be a part of that team.
Chemistry must have been off the charts on that team.
It was, and we had a lot of personalities, man. It was a different era back then, but I tell you, again, I wouldn't trade that experience for anything. And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Yeah, I don't think it's an accident that aggressiveness correlates with playing better. So the aggressiveness is starting to pay off.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
He gets that one. And it's 8 points for Eric Bledsoe.
You know, he's had better starts, obviously, but he's shaking it off here in the second.
Ayton with it. 14 points from him the last game against Sacramento. Takes it from 10, and it's sent back by Bledsoe. Mr. Incredible, the pass to Bridges. Ingram with the steal. And in transition, it's Ingram. Here we go. And slam dunk by Ingram.
How about that endless wingspan of Ingram? I mean, really causing the opposition a lot of problems.
And the Suns call time here.
Things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
Wallace is checked in for the Pelicans. Here's Paul. He's got 12. Booker outside. Pass to Bridges. Paul dishes to Booker. Pocket 6. He claims that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Booker's got 8 points.
Now, this is what he does. Booker, an aggressive scorer who doesn't take any possessions off.
And it's Bledsoe off the drive, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Booker the pass to Bridges. Now here's Ayton. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game.
And at 7'1" and 250 pounds, Ayton is a handful. Not easy trying to guard him without foul.
Ayton hits them both. Pelicans trail by 7. To the inside. Out to Favors. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Bledsoe passes to Williamson. And the 3 off target.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
I'm glad we got to see the mobile 1 block once more. What a play.
And guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
The Suns making a change here. Crawford's checked in. To the wing on the left. Williamson left side. And the Pelicans miss again.
And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
And Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way, as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on him.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time. No good on the second free throw. Johnson, he's checked in for the Suns. Kicks to Paul. Releases. The rebound by Brandon Ingram. Ingram's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And there are a number of things that make Ingram a dominant force. But what really jumps out at you, the moment you see him, the length. Few wings in league history have had a 7'3" wingspan.
Here's Favors. And the rejection by Ayton.
And using that wide reach to reject shots. Ayton can't afford to throw up weak stuff around the big fella.
Crawford, no one around him. Off the left rim and out. And Greg, you combine Ingram's length with his emerging skill set. He has got a long career ahead of him in the NBA.
I mean, he certainly has the tools. But what we need to see now is the consistency year in and year out. It's one thing to reach that star status. It's another to become one of the true superstars in our league.
Phoenix, no good that time either.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And the shot is good. The Phoenix lead has been cut to just 3 points on the basket from Bledsoe. And so Crawford will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called? First half is now in the books. Suns ahead, ending the second quarter with a 13-4 run. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Chris, hot start, full finish. What happened out there?
Well, we came out with a lot of energy, but in the second quarter it died down a little bit. You know, it's real. Everybody's very excited. You know, our team's excited, their team's excited, officials excited, you know what I mean? So we just got to calm down and play a little bit.
And I'm excited. Thanks, Chris. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. It's been a clinic by Chris Paul.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
And, you know, that's not a job they ask him to do very often. But in the first half, I thought he was in perfect sync with his teammates.
While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. Setting the floor now for the Pelicans. Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. Hart is out there at Bledsoe, and it's Favors in at the 5 spot. Ball passes to Book, all alone. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Booker's got the lead up to 14 now for the Suns. Ingram outside. To the paint. Here's Williamson. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And that's grown man muscle. Williamson relishes any chance he gets to take the defense on and finish.
Suns leading by 11. Ball surveying the floor. Now Booker. Here is Favors. An even 3-on-3 break. Here's Hart. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam.
Wow. And really an underrated playmaker. Williamson with good court vision and solid decision-making.
Ball passes to Book. Lets the 3 fly. Pelicans with the rebound. Favors got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Bridges against Ingram. And he goes big with the dunk right over Mikal Bridges.
Hey, I know Ingram looks a little wispy and light, but his strength is deceptive.
This is his second trip to the line in this one.
And that 84% free throw percentage is a testament to all the hard work he's put in on the line.
And guys, I think that's a tribute to his work ethic. I mean, it's not by accident that he's enjoying the success he is at the free throw line.
The Suns have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Pass to Book. Second chance shot. Here's Ayton. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Ayton's got 10.
A towering presence on the offensive glass. Ayton uses his height well to keep possessions alive.
There's Williamson with the 3. Bridges with the board.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
Over to the wing. Here is Mr. Incredible, covered by Williamson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
And that one falls for Bridges. Both free throws good from Bridges.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Bledsoe against Booker. Williamson right side. Bledsoe finds Williamson. Yep, that one goes in there.
Well, that's just the pure strength and explosiveness of Williamson. Easily finishes there through the contact.
The Pelicans have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
It's something they've been working very hard to correct and to change. I mean, they know how important it is to fix that inability at the free throw line.
5 on the clock. Here's Booker. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Zion Williamson.
An accurate shooter from all areas of the floor. Booker has the confidence needed to dominate on offense. Impeccable from the line.
And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Mr. Incredible is out there with Aaron Baines. Then there's Devin Booker. Then it's Johnson. And it's Cobb in at the 3 spot. Who's out there for Phoenix. Here's Mr. Incredible. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Zion Williamson.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
That free throw good from Mr. Incredible. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. Pelicans trail by 9. Here's Hill. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Johnson, the pass to Mr. Incredible. That shot, no good. Some solid defense from Ingram. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. Hill has the open look. Off target with his 3. Suns lead by 9. Here is Mr. Incredible. Pelicans with the rebound. Ball's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And it's Hill. That's on the assist by Ball.
I think the mid-range spot of the floor is where Hill excels most. He knocks down that shot with great regularity.
Timeout called, the Suns.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
Derek Favors checked in for Hayes. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Here's Cobb. He's covered closely. Pelicans trail by 7. And it's Ball in the corner. Launches it. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. Shot from the inbound. And Williamson with the layup.
And the offensive skill set Williamson has off the charts. And the scary thing is, guys, he's only going to keep getting better.
Now, here's Cobb. He's covered by Ingram, and it's Baines missing. And so it's Hill with it. He brings it up for New Orleans. They've only given up 1 point in the fourth quarter. And a slam dunk by Favors.
You know, that's what you want out of your point guard. Hill is really doing a nice job getting the ball from side to side and not hesitating at all in doing it.
Williamson against Booker. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Booker's got 16 here in the second half.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Here's Williamson. Back to Ball. Floater. He takes it up and lays it in.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
And Booker gets to Johnson. The pass to Mr. Incredible. Just 5 on the clock. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Suns.
Fellas, it's impossible to ignore what a good job they've done at the free throw line throughout the game.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Smith checked in for Aaron Baines, and Chris Paul subbed in for Johnson. Ingram attacking. Suns lead by 4. Down low, over Favors, and the rejection by Favors. And the dunk by Williamson.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other.
Man, I tell you what, guys, that's a big play to make in a close game. Potential momentum builder there.
And Ingram with a clear path to the basket.
Hill jumps the passing lanes like a jaguar. Ridiculous instincts, which help lead to high percentage attempts on the other end.
Now, here's Cobb. Deep.
Oh! He's just showing off right now. When Cobb gets into the air, he's crafty with how he throws it down.
New Orleans has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. The feed to Williamson. And the shot by Williamson.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision excellent.
For Phoenix, they've gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. The ball. To the middle. Baseline try, and it's Smith missing. The Pelicans have gone 7 of 11 from the floor in the final quarter so far.
That was special.
Already such a well-coordinated athlete for his size and age. Williamson bringing down the house.
Inside, and stolen by Favors. An even 3-on-3 break. Here's Hill. Phoenix grabs the miss. Booker's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And the layup's good off the glass. Booker's got it all tied up now for Phoenix.
Against Booker, a little contact usually doesn't go a long way. Strong body control there.
Ball against Ball. Ball, the pass to Williamson. And Hill has it in the corner. Favors trying to break free, and it's Hill. That time the assist by Williamson. Williamson's got assist number 5 here tonight. For Phoenix, they've gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. They get a hand on it. Ingram with the steal. For the finish. And finished off by Williamson.
You know, you look at Ingram, and it's not all about scoring with him. He shows he shares the ball as well.
Ball outside. Stolen by Ball. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a... Mr. Incredible, he's checked in for Cobb. New Orleans also making some changes. Walls is checked in for Favors. And Eric Bledsoe subbed in for Lonzo Ball. Passes it to Ayton. Bridges with it. It's off the run. Hands it from downtown.
Totally unselfish play there from Ayton. Sends the ball to someone with a wide open look.
Pelicans leading by 5. Now a timeout called by New Orleans. And now let's present our New Balance player of the game, Zion Williamson.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
Derek Favors checked in for Waltz. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, I heard Stan Van Gundy as he talked to his team. He said, guys, we don't want to play hero ball. We don't want to take threes that aren't there. There are better options when you run the offense all the way through. Kevin, we'll see if they can make that adjustment.
Okay, David, thanks. Williamson kicks to Bledsoe. And to Williamson. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. That's 28 points for Zion Williamson. Suns trail by 7. Booker with it. Pass the ball. There's the triple. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Tell you what, it's pretty obvious why CP3 is the man they rely on in these courageous, fearless, and productive.
To the middle. And it's blocked. Bridges passes to Mr. Incredible. Suns moving the ball around. Booker against Bledsoe. And the shot is good. The Pelican lead has been cut down to 2 on the bucket from Devin Booker.
This is a guy who once scored 70 points in a game. Booker doesn't take much for him to start percolating.
And Ingram has got the ball here for the New Orleans Pelicans. Pass to Williamson. Bridges with the steal. And here we go. Paul heading to the hoop. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It goes on Eric Bledsoe.
The craftiness of Paul really on display everywhere, but especially inside and forcing defenders to commit foul.
That one drops. He ties it up.
This is what makes him special, his ability to come through in these spots.
1:52 left in the game. New Orleans has gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. And that one's good. Ingram.
And you know, after playing a year at Duke, Ingram is used to providing big baskets for his team. I mean, a dominating performer who comes up big in an effortless way in these moments.
Here's Booker. Makes it off the glass. Booker's got the game tied up here for the Suns.
And after all that time, finally they've been able to tie it up here in the fourth quarter. What a comeback and what a finish we have in store.
And their greatest enemy during that comeback was the clock. They could finally stop worrying about time and start thinking about how to win this thing.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stop.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
To the paint.
And he's been a force on the glass all game long.
Yeah, I love the way he's fighting through box outs, using his elbow. I mean, he's doing whatever it takes.
Here's Ingram.
And you know what? Ingram is always ready to score in the clutch, guys. He's a guy you can depend on to give you his best when his best is needed.
Booker outside. Kicks it out to Paul. Shot, high post. 6 to shoot. Booker the pass to Ayton. Got it! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
He is a great kid. I'd love to see this from Aiden, stepping up in the big moment, letting his talent take over.
And that one's good. Ingram.
I mean, it's just fun to sit back and enjoy watching him operate. And that's what it looked like the D was doing as well. They're just sitting back and watching.
It drops.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
2-possession game now. I mean, those were really important foul shots.
And the Suns call time. They trail by 5. There's 21 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Is what you take.
They're trying to get back in this thing. They need a score.
Yeah, and they need it hiccup fast. I mean, they'll be drawing up a quick hitter in the huddle here, no doubt.
Paul passes to Booker. Here's Ayton. He kicks it to Bridges. Connects from downtown. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible. He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though.
You know, Hart helped Villanova win the second championship in school history. He was instrumental in that great championship run the Wildcats had back in 2016.
Timeout called. The Suns. They're trailing by 3. 8 seconds left in the fourth quarter. left in the fourth quarter of this one. Mr. Incredible to pass the ball. Can't get it to fall.
Impacting the game now at both ends. Zion moves his feet well and can change directions and close out on shooters.
So it's a narrow victory for New Orleans, pulling it out for a W. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. So long and good night, everyone.
Hold my weed, control my breathing. I just this evening. It's about 11:30. See the on the ceiling. Need a fee to leave the dwelling. 20K or I'm not leaving. They want me on 2 a.m. They better get time to left. The wifey says I made you chilly. Go reheat it. I just pull that face you pull when you feel lazy and defeated. I was like, I beg you do it. Top kids on a brand new season. Plus I hurt my foot on stage. I couldn't make it to the freezer. Not only that, you know that I rap. I make give me a snack, give me the dog it, the giggle and that, I stay where I'm sat, she get up and down till like, is this what love is? I know that I'm rubbish, I seek for the love it, she bring me a pasta every on I'm flagging, I stick on your rock and you won't find me coming, cause I'm at the summit, I did it, I done it, be jealous, I run it, I come with your summits and do something, stop running it, ain't on nothing, my papers are lusting, my neighbours are rushing, the guy them are blushing, my trainers are custom, you wanna talk cuffing, you know I'm a glutton, I ordered the beef and it, discussions, lyrical with it, I scribble the lyric, I dribble, I spit it, I fill it and lit it, it's fire, you feel it, I feel it, I feel to be liable to kill it, I'm raw and I'm ruckus, I run up a couple. I'm fling it, I'm in it.
Great game. Let's get to work. Here's what we're going to do. Get to work. Here's what we're going to do. Get your head in the game.
What's the rule?
Come on, focus.
See you later.
Huddle up. One game won't kill us, but we need to correct our mistakes right now so it doesn't become a habit. And let's put in good work today. We have to be smarter about our approach to the game down the stretch. Coaches, let's set it up.
You got it. You got it. Come on, man.